Hello and welcome to Crawley Town versus Cambridge United. Just to run you through the lineups to start with, we'll start with the visitors. In goal for Cambridge will be 30 Simon Brown. In defence is 2 Kevin Roberts, 12 Rory Macaulay, 4 Josh Coulson, 6 David Partridge and 3 James Jennings. In midfield is 7 Simon Russell, 15 Paul Carden, 11 Robbie Wilmot, and up front is 10 Darryl Clare alongside 9 Danny Wright. Subs for the visitors is number 1 Danny Naisbitt, 17 Sam Ives, 14 Connell Platt, 19 Adam Marriott and 29 Liam Hughes. Moving on to your hosts, in goal for Crawley is 1 Michelle Kuipers, back 4 from right to left is 4 David Hunt, 27 Carl McFadden, 22 Pablo Mills and captain, and left back will be 23 Dean Howe. In midfield is 15 Danny Bullman, 19 James Dance, 8 Sergio Torres and 7 Ben Smith, and leading the line is 29 Richard Brodie with Craig McAllister alongside him, number 14. The subs is 30 Scott Shearer, 16 Glenn Wilson, 5 John Dempster, 10 Josh Simpson and 18 Jamie Cook. Just one new player from previous streams is James Dance, who will be playing in the middle of the park. He was a January signing in 2011 from Kettering Town. If you just want to look at the table that's popped up on your screen, as you can see, Crawley still chasing AFC Wimbledon in top spot. However, with 2 games in hand, points per game, as has been banded about lately, they'd definitely be the team that was top at this point. So momentum's all in their favour, and yeah, they'll just be hoping to try and catch the Wombles in this match against Cambridge, who, as you can see, are 14th, pretty much bog standard mid-table, 8 points above the drop zone and 9 points off the playoffs. We'll be starting the game soon. If you want to spend some time to pop over to our Twitter page at Reds Fans, we'd really appreciate it, dropping us a follow. And we've got a Q&A coming up with former Crawley captain Josh Simpson. We'll be recording that tomorrow, so get your questions in for him. There'll also be a half-time Q&A with former player Scott Nielsen at half-time. And yeah, plenty of other good stuff over on our socials if you want to go over there. Thanks. Just to run you through the Red Devils lineup one last time. In goal is 1 Michelle Kuipers. Then the back 4 from right to left is 4 David Hunt, 27 Carl McFadden, 22 Pablo Mills and captain, with 23 Dean Howe at left back. Their midfield will be 19 James Dance, 15 Danny Bullman and 7 Ben Smith and 8 Sergio Torres. And then leading the line up front, 14 Craig McAllister with 29 Richard Brodie. Subs, 30 Scott Shearer, 16 Glenn Wilson, 5 John Dempster, 10 Josh Simpson and 18 Jamie Cook.
It's Torres! Crawley have won it in the day! Pressure again here. It comes. It's a fabulous finish.
You can't give players like Matt Tubbs half a side of goal really without expecting at least a shot to be on target. What a brilliant goal for Crawley. Typical.
It is the best night of Crawley Town's lives, and there may be more to come.
And the visitors get us underway here at the Broadfield Stadium. Here's David Hunt replacing Glenn Wilson in the right back position, and he's just getting ready to start his evening with the throw. Up the line, Brody comes short but just about misses that, and it's cleared away. Here he is again, Richard Brody, but defender David Partridge nips in there. Swung forward by Jennings, looking for the run of Danny Wright. That's one's going to roll out for a goal kick. Michel Kuipers, big Dutchman, in goal for the Red Devils, getting ready to take his first kick. Little sighter for him. He goes straight out wide to the right. Brody's up for that one. And Jennings can clear and concede the throw. Hunt's assessing his options, decides to go to the back door to McFadzean. Lovely switch of play out to Dean Howe. Pings it up the line, looking for the runner. Brody should get on the end of this, but the offside flag's up. Nice running behind there from the summer signing from York City, but the linesman coming to the defence's help there, as Simon Brown, former Tottenham youth player, prepares to take this free kick from in goal. Mills is under this one. Flick-on's won by Bluehead though, but McFadzean can just about sweep up, and the referee's given a free kick there, fouled by Darryl Clare. Here's Ben Smith now. Goes out wide to Dance. He's taking on Jennings. Good crossing opportunity here for Dance. Tries to knock it past the defender, but he recovers and concedes the throw. Ballman comes in, offers the short throw, but in comes the long one. McAllister the target, headed away by Macaulay. Now Smith with a shot. Blocked, and it's going to be scrambled away. Picked up by Danny Wright and challenged by Pablo Mills. But to his frustration, that's a United throw. Roberts goes up the line looking for Clare. Nice interception there from Mills though, and Ballman can knock it out to Hunt in space. Here's long ball towards Brody, lands at the feet of James Dance. Taking on defender again, but it's dispossessed. And Cambridge come away, looking for a ball over the top for the run of Clare. McFadzean. Another great switch of play, and that's a lovely chest down from Craig McAllister. Smith looks over the top to find Brodie. He'll pick this up on his stronger left foot, whips the ball in towards the back post, but it's just over the head of James Dance, and that will fly out for a throw-in. It's a good early passage of play from Crawley though, a lovely ball into the chest of Craig McAllister, who chested it on straight to Ben Smith, who found Brodie in space. Bit of quality lacking with the final ball, but that's positive signs in the opening exchanges. Smith can get it down, clipped forward by Brodie, headed away by Josh Coulson at the back there for United. Ben Smith digs the cross out, but 3 headers will do and United can clear. Here's Bullman, retreats back to Kuipers. Now McFadzean picks out Dean Howe brilliantly, a nice first time ball up the line to McAllister. Now Mills. Plenty of space in front of him here. Attempted chip ball in there, but no one really made the run in behind, so that's safely through to Brown. Edging into a midfield position there, Pablo Mills with the ball at his feet, the Derby County youth graduate. Has operated as a midfielder, of course, for the Red Devils in this 2010-11 campaign. Should be able to shepherd that out for a goal kick, and does so, despite the pressure from Robbie Wilmot. Brodie beaten to it again there, this time by David Partridge. Hunt takes the throw quickly up the line. Brodie gets it with his back to goal. Nice hold up play there, finds Hunt. McAllister can bring it down, takes a shot on low, it's a good effort. But the placement is pretty straight down the middle and Simon Brown can save that comfortably. But he did well to create space for himself there, Craig McAllister. Got 9 goals already this season. And it's not a bad sighter with his right foot. First shot on target of the game. It's headed away by Macaulay. And I think it might have bounced off Richard Brodie there. So it'll be a Cambridge throw down in the left back position. Jennings getting ready to take this one. Up the line, headed away by Bullman. Ben Smith gets a toe on that and wins it back. Now Hunt. Mills. Clips it forward looking for McAllister. Can't quite win that, and Russell knocks it on. And his right plays it through. Darryl Clare will chase this one. Gets one touch, can he get the shot off? That's a great recovering tackle from Dean Howe. Showed his pace to get back and tackled the United forward just as he was getting ready to cut it back across goal. There's an early warning sign for the Red Devils, with the front two of Clare and Danny Wright willing to make those runs in behind the high line that the Reds were playing. And the defence better be wary of the pace there. Luckily Dean Howe's not going to be able to save them every time. Referee John Hopkins just having a word with Howell and Mills. Bit of a crowd bunching up inside the 6-yard box. So the corner comes in towards the back post. Howell wins the header and it'll be swung away by McFadzean. Good pressure there from Sam Smith on Russell, but the U's still have it. Little nutmeg through Sergio Torres' legs. And they play it down the right towards Clare. That's a good tackle from Dean Howe though. Dealing with the front man once again. Throw comes in, here's Russell. Tries to clip it in, but that's a great bit of defending there from Carl McFadzean, getting his ball in between the striker Darryl Clare and the ball. And manages just to make sure the striker can't get a boot on that, and it rolls out safely for a goal kick. Howell offering the short option there, but Kuipers will kick from his hands. Brodie wins the flick on there, can Dance get on the end of it? James Jennings there, getting his body in the way, and he manages to shepherd it out for a goal kick. Miscue of the header from Mills there. Wright looks in, gets the chance to take a shot straight at Kuipers and he shovels it away. It's poor communication there. McFadzean and Mills both going for the same header. Darryl Clare has the chance to shoot on his right foot, and second bite of the cherry isn't a pretty one. That's another warning sign for the back line there. Miscommunication, giving the Utes a chance to nip in. Brodie wins the flick on once again. Here's Smith. Good defending from the front again from the forward, Richard Brodie. Manages to concede the throw there. Here's Carden. Gets the return ball as well. Tries to flick it past McFadzean, but it's a good block. Good defending again. Carl McFadzean, he finds Dean Howell in the left back position. Clips it long, Brodie has a chance to get on the end of this. And the linesman cuts him short once again. Nice first time ball up the line from Howell. And another good run in behind, but unfortunately the linesman flag stopping Crawley. Getting a good chance there. Mills wins the header. Then Carden, but Bullman can sweep up nicely and they come away with it with Smith. James Dance does well to win a throw on the right hand side. Good flick on from McAllister and Dean Howe can chase. But Simon Russell will sweep up. Torres. Nice turn from McAllister. Mills. Looks for the run of Brody, but it's headed away by Macaulay. Now Smith gets on the half turn up to pass back to Torres. Bullman finds David Hunt in some space. Now Dance. Torres into the run of Dance. Takes on the shot on his left foot, but it's blocked. Ben Smith gets the cross in along the ground, and Josh Coulson concedes the corner. Smith comes over to take this one. Be an in-swinger. In it comes towards the near post, and that's headed off for a goal kick. Attacked it really well, did Richard Brody, but couldn't quite get the contact he desired. And that one's flown over the stand. High and wide again from Brown. Mills with the header. Beating Danny Wright in the air. That's flicked on nicely from McAllister. So Wright can clip it. Smith can clip it in behind. It's cleared away. Here's Bullman. Nice footwork. Surges forward and plays it in behind for Dean Howe. Can he make the cut back? Gets it across goal. There's no one there once again. Similar position to Richard Brody. Got himself in the opening 10 minutes, but just a little bit too much power. It's behind the run to the near post of Craig McAllister. And Cambridge will have a throw. Good overload there in the attacking positions there from Crawley, but just the final ball lacking once again. Good hustling again from Brody, and wins the ball back for Crawley with a throw. Another big diagonal ball from Carl McFadzean. McAllister can bring this down. That's good defending. McAllister does well to hold it up there, can find Bullman. Now Torres clips it out to David Hunt. Bullman swings it forward down the right, but James Jennings is there to meet that. Danny Wright can come across and bring it down, but that's good defending from Sergio Torres, winning the ball back there for the Reds. Here's Dance. Good 1v1 defending, and the U's can come away. Free kick for pushing the back there. McFadzean might swing another long ball out. McAllister the target. Big leap flicked on. Dean Howe has it in the box here. Couldn't land for Brody. A bit of head tennis. And it's just about scrambled away, but Torres can win it back and find Ben Smith. Gets a crossing on his left foot. But he's miscued that one. Bit of a slice, and that's gone out for a goal kick. Danny Wright comes back to win that header off Howe, but goes out for a Crawley throw safely. McAllister wins the flick on, but it's dealt with. And Brown will waste a bit of time before picking the ball up. Looking out to the right again, trying to pick on the aerial capabilities of Dean Howe, it looks like, putting their tall striker Danny Wright out there on him. Now Torres gets the ball down to Ballman. Tries to swing the ball out to James Dance, but that one doesn't quite reach, and Jennings can come away with it. But Torres can win it back brilliantly. He's got a bit of space now, so it opens up a couple of step overs and can find Richard Brodie on the right. Here he is again now. Torres looks to clip in Smith, who can try and make the cut back, but a little off balance, can only cut that back into the arms of Simon Brown. It's a nice ball from Torres. Smith beat the offside trap, but just couldn't quite catch up with it on time to get a proper cross into the box. Well brought down again by McAllister. Been a good outfit so far in this half, but that's miscontrolled by Smith, and you scramble away. Here's Ballman. Might have a chance to strike. Opts to go out wide. Here's James Dance. Gets his cross in towards the middle, but it's headed away. Torres. Here's Howe. Taking on Russell. Now Torres looks for the give and go. We'll get on the end of this one as Coulson makes the challenge. Swung away by Brown. McFadzean's underneath it. Here's Hunt, free kick taken quickly. Rolls it forward to the feet of Brody. He looks back to Bullman. Clipped in behind for the run of Dance, who's moved into a central position, but that's swept up well. Here is Dance, cutting inside, finds Brody. Comes out to Torres, can ping it into the feet of McAllister, but he couldn't quite trap that one. And Macaulay flies in for the challenge, but it's going to result in a Crawley throw. As Dean Howe couldn't quite pick up the return pass from Torres, and it'll be a throw to the visitors. McAllister wins the flick on again, trying to combine with Brody, and he's been held up illegally by the referee. Just a bit of grappling, stopping Richard Brody getting on the end of that one. And Crawley have a chance to get a ball into the box from the free kick. Swung towards the back post by Howe. McAllister the target, but that's over everyone. Swung away by Torres. Brody's got half a yard on the defenders here as he takes it out of the air. Can't find Torres, but Bullman's there. The ball to Dean Howe's cut out by Russell. He comes away with it for the use. Good anticipation from Bullman, but he too is dispossessed, and it's clipped forward for Danny Wright, but Pablo Mills will get there first. Robbie Wilmot standing over this one for the visitors. Just one man in the wall from Kuipers. A lot of men up from the back, up from the defence towards the back of the box as it comes in. Header's one, but it's over. Headed into the ground now. I think it's Josh Coulson at the back post. Tried to head it across goal, but slid off the front of his head really and bounced straight into the ground and comfortably over Kuipers' crossbar. Here's Russell. Straight into the feet of Clare. Gets it back. Looks to find Danny Wright, but Kuiper should come and claim this one. He does. McAllister just about keeps that in, but it's swung away. Here's Hunt. McAllister will chase this one down. And there's an offside given there, the run of Darryl Clare. Here's Smith, comes through to Brody's volleys over the bar. Very long ball forward from the free kick, and McAllister does very well to win the knockdown. Smith can clip it on, and that's a great chance of Brody on his strongest left foot, but a little bit too much power, not enough finesse really there from Richard Brody. And it's quite comfortably over the bar. Frustrating one. But the first real chance of note for either side so far, with 31 minutes on the clock. Referee having a word with Kevin Roberts there, the 21-year-old fullback, but yeah, he keeps his cards in his pocket on that occasion. Headers won by Mills, and again by Torres. Smith tries to take on a volley, but it's tackled by Macaulay. Here's Hunt. Can't get it clear. McAllister's up for this one. They can now though at the second time. Mills will head that out for a throw. If you want to head over to our Twitter page at Reds Fans, we're taking questions for a Q&A with former Crawley captain Josh Simpson. We'll be recording that tomorrow, so get your questions in as soon as you can. You can also sign up for updates so you find out about future streams and all the other good content that we put out for you on our socials. There'll be highlights of this match and the full interview of what we're going to show at half-time with Scott Nielsen over on our Instagram page, which is also Reds Fans. Ben Smith tries to chase that down, but it's swung away. Here's Torres. Dispossessed by Russell, and Darryl Clare can bring it down, but the Argentine does well to recover and win it back. Crucial tackle there on the forward. Ballman tries to slip in McAllister. There's a break on here with Smith. The pass is a little overhit by McAllister, a little too far ahead of the attacking midfielder Ben Smith, and the U's come away with it now. Good defended by McFadzean. The referee stops play for an injury. I think it's Darryl Clare on the ground there. as there's another Cambridge player down here, so a second physio coming onto the field called on by John Hopkins. I think it's David Partridge.
Hey, come to Crawley, see holy sight! Get up, you tit! Here he goes! Down the wrong way! He ain't used to playing on grass!
Here's a little look at the league standings. You can see Cambridge down in mid-table, 14th place. Obviously why they're putting in, you can tell, their defensive tactics on show in this game. But Crawley still chasing the heels of the Wombles, AFC Wimbledon in top spot, but with 2 games in hand, so get a win and a draw or a win and a loss, and even 2 wins from those 2 games in hand, and they go top into that automatic promotion spot. So promotion very much still in their hands in this 2010-11 campaign. Superior goal difference as well to the league leaders. Referee just coming over to consult with one of his linesmen and have a chat with Martin Ling, the Cambridge boss. Drop ball here and Clare plays it back sportingly to Michelle Kuipers at goal. Here's McAllister. Swings it out to the back post looking for James Dance, but there's far too much on that from the summer signing from Rotherham. And it's straight out for a goal kick. Still getting in some good positions here, the Red Devils, some positive signs. McAllister managing to turn and face up against the defence, just not being able to pick the right ball there. And the U's survive. Torres does well to hook that forward to McAllister. Lovely flick inside to Ben Smith. Can play it down the line for the run of Brody. But that's good defending. Good defending from Rory McCauley down in the right back position to win the ball off Brody and clip it forward. But there's offside on Darryl Clare, so Crawley will have a free kick. Swung for by Howe. Bullman helps it back in. Bit scrappy on the edge of the area and it's just about scrambled away, but Bullman picks it up again for the Reds. Bullman. Now Howe. Danny Wright tries to take that down after a poor pass from Dean Howe. Long towards James Dance out on the right, been a good outlet so far, but that's ball can't quite find him. Here's McFadden. Another one of his trademark diagonal balls, but that one doesn't quite come off. Bit overhit once again. One of the stories of this first period for Crawley, and it's out for a throw which Kevin Roberts will go retrieve. Goes up the line. Danny Wright wins the flick on. Bullman deals with it though, as Mills plays it back to Kuipers. Free kick there, foul by Ben Smith on Robbie Wilmot. Wilmot one of 4 under-21s in this Cambridge United lineup. Creative midfielder for the users. Mills can clear that away. Here's McAllister on the half turn. Does well to find the feet of Smith. Finds Dance, but Jennings can nip in there and clear away for the throw. David Hunt going to opt for the long one. The replacement for Glenn Wilson today at right back. Wilson on the bench for this one. The throw straight to a defender though, headed away comfortably. Here he is again. Now Smith picks it up well in one of the half spaces and can find James Dance, who'll swing it in, but it's blocked. As Richard Brodie gets to that first and wins a free kick, fouled there by Paul Carden. He's felt the full force of that, has Brodie. David Hunt steps away as Howe clips it in. There's no one near that. Another poor cross there. And it's straight into the arms of Simon Brown. Roberts goes up the line, looking for Wright. Brings it down on his chest, but Torres comes back across very well to win that. That's some nice skill to get some space and clip it forward. McAllister. Now Hunt. McAllister can't quite hold that one up though. And Carden can get it away. Now here's Simon Russell. Goes past Torres. Can find Wilmot. Cuts inside, gets his cross in, but that's easily cleared by McFadzean. And Ben Smith has it now. Can't keep it though, and the Utes can clear. McFadzean. Now Howe. Long up the line looking for Brodie, but Roberts gets his head to that one. Swung forward by Carden. Long from Wilmot. Dean Howe will let that one go out. McAllister hooks it forward, cleared easily by Coulson. Here's Bullman, looking to get on the attack and finish the half well. Dina Howell heads it forward, but there's no one there. And Coulson should deal with that. He's made a bit of a hash of it, and Ben Smith can nip in and manages to shepherd it out for a throw-in. In an advanced position here. Cushion header from Brody, and it's swung in from Howell on the volley. The header's one at the back post. Not quite enough on that, and it's straight down the throat of Simon Brown. James Dance, I think, is at the back post there, rising well, but he plants his header straight down the middle. Really, it's good positioning, good starting position from the keeper. He doesn't have to move really to just catch that, and then dives on it as we near half time. Right, the target once again. Howe gets his head on it. Here's Bullman. He finds Hunt. It's taken a while to get up the pitch here, get on the break here though, and the youth have got back in their shape. Bulls looking for McAllister. Coulson wins the header though. And that's a free kick conceded by Dance. If you'd like to head over to our Twitter page at Reds Fans, we'll be recording a Q&A with ex-Crawley captain Josh Simpson tomorrow. If you could get your questions in for that one, that'd be much appreciated. For highlights of this game and other games that we've shown, you can head over to our Instagram page, that's also Reds Fans. And to look at the interviews that we did last week with Sergio Torres, and this week, tonight, we'll be going up a full interview with Scott Nielsen, which we'll be showing you your questions at half-time.
Oh, cool. Just moving on to the Twitter questions now, and first one comes in from Alan Harper. He says, just what are you doing at the moment?
At the moment, I am working on a project. I've just bought a cafe, which is on a farm, so I'm turning that into a cafe brunch place. Before that, I had a restaurant, which I sold last year.
Okay. From my research, I sort of found out that you retire at 30 years old when you were at Royston, is that?
Yeah, I only played a few games at Royston, but the lower I was dropping, it wasn't really for me. I kind of fell out of love with the game. I think once I left Grimsby was a really good club. I enjoyed playing there. The guys there it was a similar kind of setup to Crawley, you know. It was a family club. It was run. It was a nice atmosphere. Once I kind of left there and I went to Whitehawk, I kind of fell out of love with the game.
Okay. And did it feel like that all happened quite quickly? Did you miss a lot after leaving Crawley?
After leaving Crawley, it wasn't too. It was. I missed all of the boys and I missed the banter and things like that. Football-wise, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, Grimsby was still a great club to be at. The fans were great, very similar to Crawley. The boys there were really good as well. I was never going to be as close as how I was with all the boys at Crawley because, like I said, we was like best friends. It was a great club. It was great atmosphere, great environment. It was a family-run club. So I was still really enjoying playing football. After Grimsby, yeah, I kind of lost the love of the game. It didn't have that feel to it, certainly how I was at Crawley. Yeah,
well, I mean, that's understandable. That happens to a lot of players. I suppose you were quite young as well when that happened. So would you say you had your favourite years at Crawley?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. It was one of the things at the time. I think I kind of took it for granted what we actually had there, because the way we gelled, and like I said, every day it was a pleasure to drive in, from meeting up in the car school, driving into Crawley. we'd be playing table tennis and pool, having breakfast with the boys. It was the only football club where people didn't want to leave. We would get in, everybody, if we had training at 10:30, all of us boys would be in there at 9 o'clock, 9:30, and we'd all be playing table tennis, laughing and joking. We'd go and train. It was pretty much, they would kick us out afterwards because we'd have lunch and then we'd all still be there. So it was a really good atmosphere, ones that I would never forget.
Yeah. Moving on to the next question. It's obviously going to be quite hard to choose, but JP says, who did you enjoy playing with the most?
Who did I enjoy playing with the most? Yeah, it's a tough question, really, because like I said, it was on a football field with some really good friends, and that's not just, I think nowadays you see a lot of people that say, oh, yeah, we're all really good friends, but it was generally really good friends. I had Glenn Wilson, who played right back behind me, who I got on really well with, and then Hunty come in and played behind me as well, who, Hunty I still speak to on a regular basis every week. You had Sergio and Danny Ballman, who I was really close with. Josh, I've known Josh for years before he even joined Crawley, because I was with him at Cambridge City. Like I said, I lived with Cole McFadden. And then up front, you had Craig McAllister and Tubbsy, who I was equally really close with. So, I couldn't even pick, because from the goalkeeper to the centre forwards, we gelled so well. And, I classed every single one of them as more or less my best friends.
Yeah. Thinking back to some of the games that we've streamed in recent weeks, it's really clear to see the really good understanding that you've had with Glenn Wilson behind you, and your combinations down the right have been really, really effective.
Yeah, like I said, it was some of them things until I actually moved to other clubs that I did just take for granted. Such a good set of lads that, everybody was looking out for each other. Even, when I missed games through injury, in the United game, I was always still so buzzing because, I was so excited for my friends and the club and the team. So although I was obviously devastated to miss that game through injury, I was still so excited that I was there and I was a part of it,
Yeah. Moving on, Scott Solis says, what was your favourite moment in a Crawley shirt? That worldie against Kidderminster that we showed about a week ago springs to mind.
Yeah, that was a good moment. I had so many good moments. I think the best moment was probably getting promoted up at Accrington. Especially the league table was so tight there. Southend, I believe it was Southend I think they was winning at home and we needed a goal, and I'd missed a sitter in the first half as well. And it was just a sigh of relief, when I scored the goal there. I think that was my best moment, in a football shirt, for sure.
Yeah, that'll definitely be remembered for years to come as, that Crawley team, and that was such a massive achievement to get up to League One, obviously.
Yeah, it was. It was brilliant, and it was one of them things where everything just clicked together so well. The players, the manager Steve Evans, it was always entertaining to have him there. We never knew what kind of behaviour or how he was going to react to training. There was always something going on. And everything just clicked right, I think when we was on our day, there was nobody that was going to beat us.
Yeah. Next question comes in from Sam Cook. What inspired the Fat Man song, and how did that come about?
That come about from a trip in Portugal when we had a 2-week break. We used to always go to Portugal. We wasn't allowed, Steve Evans and Paul Rayner said we weren't allowed to go out at all, and it was just training. But I think it was on our 3rd night there, we all said, right, we'll all meet at 10 o'clock, we'll sneak out our bedrooms and we'll get in a taxi and we'll all go into the town centre. So we all snuck out and we went to lots of bars, and I was singing that song. And then basically none of us actually thought Steve Evans would leave to go to Rotherham. So when he did and we was in a hotel before, I said, there's no way he's leaving now. Like, we're so close to promotion. He's been with us. It was one of them things where you never would have thought anybody would want him to leave the club that was doing so well. And I said, if he leaves, I'll sing, because there's no way he's leaving. And then, you know, the chairman's come in and Bruce come in and Steenie, and they said, Steve Evans has gone. Has anyone got anything to say? And then the boys all said, yeah, Scott has, because they knew I said I would sing if he had left. And that was it. I was up singing. You know, it was all light-hearted, you know. I spoke to Steve Evans after that. It was nothing malicious, you know. It was just a little bit of fun. Yeah.
And Jed Jones wants to know, what was it like playing under Steve Evans? Like his style, was he strict or just all round? Really?
You know, it was the way he planned it out and he brought the players together, you know, was a masterclass. He got all of us in there. All of us gelled so well. You knew you couldn't really, you know, take the piss with him. It was enjoyable, you know. Sometimes you would think he's crazy, he's mad, he's going to have a heart attack. But, you know, it was enjoyable. I think when you look back, you just laugh. It was a really enjoyable time. He could go crazy at you 1 minute and then he'd call you in the office and he'd be cuddling you. So it was a really good experience. You know, he's crazy. People on the sidelines think, you know, he's mad. But, you know, he's a good manager. I believe he got the best out of the team. And, yeah, it was a really good experience, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that does come across that it is sort of like a special group where they're all playing at the top of their game. And obviously the way it went contributed to the incredible achievements, probably the best team that they've had in their history. Yeah,
it was a shame, really. It would have been nice, you know, if we could have had that team for, you know, 4 or 5 years. But it didn't work out like that, you know. It was back-to-back promotions and then it kind of all got separated and everyone seemed to go their separate ways.
That's all. Have you got anything else you'd like to say for the fans? You know, I'm sure they got really good memories of your time.
Yeah, it was brilliant. You know, the videos are great. It brings back great memories playing up at Crawley. Definitely going to come up to a game once we get out of lockdown. Hopefully, see some familiar faces up there. And yeah, it was a pleasure.
Big thanks again to Scott Nielsen. Hope you guys enjoyed that and what he had to say. We're back underway now. Get your questions in for Josh Simpson. We'll be recording a Q&A with him, the former captain, tomorrow. No changes at half time for either side. Brody chases this one. It's headed away by Coulson and just about kept in play by Roberts, who has to concede the throw. Dean Howe takes a throw quickly, looking for the runner. Smith gets his head on it. But it's well dealt with again by Coulson. Here's Wilmot trying and failing to run down the left past David Hunt there, dribbling the ball out of play on his weaker left side. Helped on by Smith. Can he find McAllister? He's managed to push Coulson down to the ground and it's cleared. Cambridge wanted a free kick but nothing given. But they have it now with Danny Wright trying to take on McFadzean. But he can't quite get it out to the wide right to Simon Russell and it's cleared away by Howe. Craig McAllister caught offside this time.
Hurry up, will ya? He's just fallen to the floor, man! What are you doing, Lino?
Swung away by Brown. Howe's there to meet it.
How's that not foul, Lino?
Clip forward looking for Clare, but was well defended by Mills.
Are you watching the game?
Here he is, Danny Wright gets his shot off, but he'd already been flagged offside.
Get some bullseyes, man!
Here's Brody. Good hold up play and finds Bullman. Out to Hunt. Misplaced the cross though, in no real danger, but lack of communication there in the United back line, and Kevin Roberts concedes the corner. Chance for Ben Smith to swing in a good delivery. In it comes towards the middle of the box. McFadzean's underneath it, but there's a foul on the goalkeeper, John Hopkins.
Are you watching the right game, Red? Everything's gonna live!
Macaulay tries to win it back, but referee's whistled already going for a foul on Danny Bullman. It's a yellow card for Rory Macaulay. Just dropping into defensive midfield for the visitors. First man to enter John Hopkins' book. Flicked on by McFadzean, just about cleared away. Will that be another corner for Crawley? Really pinning United, boxing them into their own half at the start of this second period. Lee Smith once again, the attacking midfielder, in towards the near post, flicked on, but wide. I think it's McFadzean, as Richard Brody in there again with the flick on, but he can't quite direct it on target with his back to goal. Brody having played that emphatic cameo coming off the bench to score a brace against Altrincham last time in that 7-0 win, but hasn't really managed to get a consistent starting position in the team since signing, and it'll be ruin a missed chance like that. Here's Mills. Clip forward looking for Brody. That's well defended again. Josh Coulson doing a really good job at winning those aerial battles against the Crawley front two so far. Going to need to mix their game up a little bit more if they're going to be able to break them down, are the promotion chasing Red Devils. It's cleared away by Mills. Here's Brody. One back well by David Hunt. He does well to let it go off for a throw and takes the throw quickly out to Pablo Mills. Now Howell cuts inside and goes up the line trying to find McAllister, but he can't quite control that one. Swung away by McFadzean. Brody does well to win the header, and Dance will pick it up here. That's a bad pass out to Dean Howe, and Wright can nip in and win it back for the visitors. Here's Russell. Carden knocks it out to Jennings with the outside of his foot. Here's Wilmot. Russell once again tries to get the dummy, but it's well anticipated by Dean Howe. But the U's can still come away with it now with Kevin Roberts. Gets a crossing towards the near post, but that's headed away. Now Bullman. There's an attack on here for the hosts. And it's through to Craig McAllister in the corner of the area. Opens it up on his right foot. Sidefoots it across the goalkeeper. It was out of his reach, but he's misplaced that one a little bit, and it's just whistles past the right hand post. Lovely ball from Danny Bullman to slip him in. Inside the two centre backs, he cuts in on his right foot, tries to just pass it into the far corner. It's a good option, but he can't quite find it. And here we have the first substitution of the game. Coming off for the visitors, it's number 6, David Partridge, former Wales international and West Ham United centre-back. He's going to be replaced by number 14, and that's Connell Platt. Went down with an injury in the first period here, did David Partridge, and it looks like as he walks off a little bit gingerly, that still might have been paining him 10 minutes into the half, so Connell Platt will replace him. Here's Dance. Gets the header in to find McAllister, but he's good defending again. Now Smith. Finds Torres. But he sells Hunt short a little bit. But luckily for him, James Dance can win it back. And here is Torres now. Tries to find Ben Smith, but cleared away again. Danny Bullman does brilliantly to win the ball once, not once but twice, before being fouled by Paul Carden. And Carden, the defensive midfielder and two-time caretaker manager of current club Cambridge United, will be the second player for the U's to enter John Hopkins' yellow card. Free kick towards the back post. It's flicked on, brought down by Ben Smith. Looking to get the cross into it and then turning, has to go back to McFadzean. Swung in towards the near post and the head of Brodie. And to his surprise and anger, goal kick's been given. Despite it looking like it's come off the head of Josh Coulson. Referee points for a goal kick. All the way back to Kuipers from Mills. Goes long looking for Smith. And Clare almost makes a touch in behind, but Mills can recover possession well. Here's Dance. Hunt. Little nutmeg upfield to James Dance, and Ben Smith can pick it up in a bit of space here. Clips it forward, keeper slips, but Macaulay can recover and head that away. But only as far as Torres. Takes a shot on his left foot, was well blocked. Dean Howe will come out to this, get his cross in. He's scuffed it a bit and it's cleared away. Bit of pushing and shoving from Kevin Roberts and Craig McAllister there. Hopkins just having a word to calm them down. And play will resume with Howe taking the throw. Now McFadzean surging forward. Finds the feet of Smith. Hunt down the line to James Dance. Looking to squeeze across him, but it's well defended by Jennings. And Hunt will take this, might opt for another long throw. Throws in towards the near post, half cleared and stabbed up by Brodie. McAllister wins the header. It's just about scrambled away. The throw-in from Hunt on this right-hand side causing havoc there in between the United back line. Not dealt with at the first occasion. And it's McFadzean, not Brodie, who can manage to get a shot off there, snapshot with his left foot, but it's cleared off the line. Here's Smith. Cross is blocked. It's out for a corner. Swung in towards the near post. Headers met by Craig McAllister. And the Red Devils have the lead. They've broke the deadlock just after the hour mark. It's a lovely cross into the near post from Ben Smith. And Craig McAllister rises the highest to make it double figures for the season. And the promotion pushing team finally have the lead here. Rory Macaulay is the man marking McAllister, but he's nowhere near it. It's a great leap. Managed to direct it on target very powerfully. Simon Brown had no chance. And finally the deadlock is broken at the Broadfield Stadium. First substitution of the game for the Reds. Coming off will be number 19, James Dance. Been a good outlet on the right hand side during this match, and coming on for him will be number 18, Jamie Cook. If you'd like to head over to our Twitter pages at Reds Fans and contribute to a Q&A that will be recorded tomorrow with ex-captain Josh Simpson. Here's McAllister, clipped inside for Brodie. But the linesman's flag is his undoing once again. How? Up the line. Looking for Craig McAllister. Offside is given once again. Mills is up for that one, but the offside flag comes up once again. This time against Danny Wright. Forward it comes from Kuipers. Brodie looks to be underneath this one, but Coulson wins the header. It's out wide to Smith, who snatches at the shot slightly on the half volley and revs out comfortably for a goal kick. Free kick given for offside once again. Darryl Clare this time, and Mills will take the free kick for the Reds. Russell clips it forward, picked up by Clare, but good tackle from Torres. There's a throw-in given to the Hughes. It's a free kick, correction. Foul from Torres, and John Hopkins just going over to check if the player's okay. As the visitors surround the player on the ground. Physio getting called on.
If anybody has lost a set of keys, would they please make themselves known to the nearest steward. Everybody checking their pockets now.
If you'd like to head over to our Twitter page at Reds Fans for daily content, and including tomorrow we'll be recording an interview with former Red Devils captain Josh Simpson. If you'd like to ask him a question, just reply to a tweet that we put on there recently. I think it's our pinned tweet. And also you can tap the bell icon for updates on when we'll be streaming and what other news we have coming out. You can also go to our Instagram page, that's Reds Fans as well. We'll be uploading highlights and we'll be uploading the full interview with Scott Nielsen that you saw part of at half time. So if you enjoyed that part from the former Red Devils winger, you can find out a little bit more about his earlier career and what he's doing these days if you head over to Instagram at Reds Fans, and you can see the full interview. McAllister heads it on, and that's bad defending. Here's Jamie Cook, goes past one onto his left foot, and that's 2-0. There's the cushion that Steve Evans would have been wanting. It's a lovely cut inside there from Jamie Cook, sends the defender the wrong way and then slots it in calmly with his left foot. What an impact he's made coming off from the bench. It's a really poor header there from Coulson. He cuts inside with a lovely fake, and then all he's got to do is lift it past the keeper, and he does that superbly on his weaker left foot. Exactly what Evans would have been wanting when he brought him on. Under 10 minutes ago. Crawley now in a really strong position after taking over an hour to break the deadlock. Now with 20 to go, they've doubled their lead and having barely conceded a chance so far. They're looking good in this one. Good tackling from Torres there, good defending. Just to box the U's in inside their own half here, as they have been for most of the second period. Free kick clipped forward by Coulson. McAllister rises highest to head that away. Paul Carlin leaves the throw to Macaulay. Sliced forward by Paul Carden, falls to the feet of Robbie Wilmot, who cuts inside. Does well to get past Hunt and Bullman, but it's good tracking back there from Jamie Cook on the right hand side to slow him down. They still work across an opportunity though, but McFadzean's across to block that. Not correction, David Hunt recovering well to get the block in and concede the corner. Cross is swung in towards the near post, headed away by Torres. Carden. Out to Coulson. Hangs it towards the back post, but that one's met by Howell. Covering in the centre of defence. This ball comes in and that one's met by Dean Howell once again. But it's straight off for a corner. Another chance for Robbie Wilmot to get one of his deliveries in front of the away fans. Out towards the back stick. The header's won by Craig McAllister, and it'll be a used throw. Long throw in from Macaulay. Mills is there to meet it, the captain. Now Carden tries to get away from Torres, but it's forced back. Good defending and hurrying there from Brodie. There's a break opportunity here with Jamie Cook. Goes out wide to Brodie on the right hand side. We've seen him in this position before. Tries to cut onto that favoured left foot of his, but Paul Carden read it all the way. Free kick there conceded by Danny Baldwin. McAllister loses his foot in there and warrants a free kick, but Dean Howell will come forward to it. Clipped forward by Smith. Brodie will chase. Coulson deals with it, but in the result of a corner, and Smith will go over to take. Towards the back post where McFadzean is, but he can't get all of that. Here's Hunt. Swung in by Hunt, but the keeper will come and claim that one. Second substitution coming here for Crawley. Coming off is that buzzing around, ever busy midfielder, Ben Smith. Crucial to all of Crawley's turnovers in the middle of the park. And a very good ovation he's getting from the faithful. Replacing him will be January signing from Peterborough, Jeff Simpson. Crawley gets us back underway, throwing it down the line, but that's met by Howe. Cleared away by Mills. And the result of a throw. Here's Howe. Now Cook can take it away on the break for the Reds. Goes out wide, brilliantly placed pass, finds Richard Brodie, just about gets it under. Finds Bullman. Now Howe gets a chance to show his pace. Gets a big cross into the back stick, Brodie's underneath it but headed away. It's kept in play here by Adam Marriott. Here's Russell. Good tackle from Torres there, nipping the ball off from the attacking midfielder. There's a man of the match poll now up on our Twitter at Reds fans, so if you want to go and vote for who you think's been the star man in this game as we enter the last 10 minutes. We'll be showing a game on Tuesday night as always, as we always do, and that will be Wrexham. This ball comes into the box here, headed away by Rory McCauley. Richard Brodie can't quite get that under control on the edge of the area. Bit of frustrating game for the striker. Just struggling to get that lucky break. Ball hasn't quite fell for him. Not through want of trying. But you know, he's done well for the team, creating space for the likes of the goal scorers McAllister and Jamie Cook at the side of him. Now, here is Cook, takes on McCauley, chance to get his crossing, but he opts to go short to Torres. Tries to find the feet of McAllister, but that one's swept up by Paul Carden. Mills. Chip forward in behind the fullback, which Brodie will come over to contest for. It just about keeps it in and makes sure that's a Cambridge United throw rather than goal kick. Really good endeavours in these closing exchanges from the front man. Here's Jennings. Torres will come across to sweep that one up. And it's cleared by Hunt. Clip forward, but Hunt should deal with this. In the on-running Robbie Wilmot hooks it forward and out for a throw. Cross comes in, but that one sails into the arms of Michelle Kuipers. Will be grateful for getting a chance to touch the ball, as his defence have been so solid so far today. Danny Wright and Darryl Clare haven't had a peep up front, especially in this second period. Jennings preparing with the throw. Hunt's under that one. Torres nips in well to win that back. He can't quite find Craig McAllister out on the left at that side. As Dean Howe can swing it upfield. Falls, deflects nicely for Brodie. Jamie Cook takes on one, looks for the cutback, but that one's gone over the bar. Maybe a deflection. There's Josh Coulson defending there. It looks like it might, yeah, as he opted for the cross, it's just deflected in behind. Correction, that was Josh Simpson down there in the corner, not Jamie Cook. Corner comes in high towards the back post, and McAllister's there again! It's a free header for the big forward. He gets his 11th of the season. A real physical presence in the air, and that's his second headed goal from a corner. Swung in high from Josh Simpson. There was about 3 Cambridge defenders around him, but he somehow manages to break free into the space and just nods that into the ground and into the corner. It's a great finish, and there's the icing on the cake for Crawley and Steve Evans. The score here is Crawley Town 3, Cambridge United 0. The summer signing from Rotherham, Craig McAllister, just gets his 11th goal of the season. Playing second fiddle to Matt Tubbs for a little bit, but he's the main man today. Final substitution here for Crawley Town. Replacing number 27, the ever reliable Carl McFadzean, tough tackling defender, is number 5, John Dempster. And there he is to make his first header, Dempster, just in to shore up the defence in the closing exchanges of this one. That's great defending from the front there from Josh Simpson, conceding the throw. Carden looks to play inside to Macaulay. Once again, that's great endeavour in the middle of the park from Mr. Consistent Danny Bullman, winning it back on that occasion. Here is Bullman. Out wide to the run of Dean Howe. Can show his pace here as he's burning down the left hand side. Gets his cross in towards the middle of the post. It falls to Brodie. It's a great chance. He's still got it. Takes on the volley. But that's just wide. It's a lovely cross from Howe and it gets through to Brodie standing on the edge of the 6-yard box. He should be scoring from there. Manages to manufacture another volley after that well. It's a glorious opportunity for Brodie to get his name on the score sheet. Maybe a little unsighted after it came past the defender, but right in the middle of the goal, right where he would have been wanting it for the whole game. But unfortunately, he can't take up that opportunity. Here's Wilmot. Good block from David Hunt. Been very solid in replacing Glenn Wilson at right fullback. Good closing down there from Adam Marriott at the top. But Mills makes up for it there, winning the ball back and it's swung away. Controlled there by the arm of James Jennings, and he gives away the free kick to the Reds.
And the set of keys that was lost earlier are now in reception. So if you've lost a set of keys, they're being held in main reception.
Oh, correction, the free kick was given for offside before the ball fell to the left back, Jennings. Richard Brodie rises for that one. But the U's can come away down the line. Bobby Wilmot will chase that. But that's a good recovery run from Danny Bullman to concede the throw.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes added time. That's a minimum of 4 minutes added time.
David Hunt throws up the line, Brentford Loney, but Richard Brodie gives away a free kick. And the U's will be able to swing it into the final third here. Head is flicked on, one by Rory McCauley with his back to goal, and he can't quite find another teammate, and it just rolls safely into the arms of Michelle Kuipers. Clipped forward by Bullman, and Brodie might nick in here again. Oh, but it's really good defending. He's unlucky there. Josh Coulson getting there just in the nick of time to concede the corner before Brodie could get his shot off with his favoured left foot there. As Josh Simpson prepares to take this corner. Cross comes in towards the centre. McAllister's in there again, so's Dempster. You can get it away, and Dempster comes and clatters James Jennings. He was trying to come away with that for the U's. No prizes for guessing what this card's going to be from referee John Hopkins. Straight over. And the substitute centre back will go into the book. David Huntsford to win that. Missed control from Robbie Wilmot there. Rather summing up this second half performance from the U's. And Hunt will take the throw in. Dean Howe doing well to win it back for his team again, and Torres can come away with it now for the Reds. But that's full time. The final score here: Crawley Town 3, Cambridge United 0, as they press on to the top of the Blue Square Bet Premier, overtaking AFC Wimbledon on goal difference with 2 games in hand to reach top spot. As Wimbledon drew 2-2 away at Bath City on this match day in 2011. So Crawley reaching the summit of the 5th tier of English football. If you'd like to head over to our Twitter page, you can ask a question that we'll be asking ex-captain Josh Simpson tomorrow. You can also follow for daily content. There's a man of the match poll that we're running at the moment, so you can go and vote in that. And feel free to tap the bell icon so you can get updates on when we'll next be streaming and all the other content that we're playing out on our socials. There'll be highlights of this game and the full interview with Scott Nielsen, where some of it was played at half-time, on our Instagram page. But apart from that, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching.